Well, thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Transportation. It would seem it's almost a regular occurrence now that we have to ask you questions or we have to have meetings with you to talk about the failure of the privatized system of maintaining our highways across Ontario. Last week, it was the city of Timmins, an area that lost access to highways because of a snowfall that is quite normal for the month of May. No snow plows to be dispatched, and now we had a 3-day closure of Highway 101 as a result of MTO not doing what it has to do to inform the contractor and what they have to do to be able to open up a ditch. And as a result, Highway 101 by the town of Wawa was closed down for a number of days. When will you admit the system doesn't work and do something about fixing it before we get in real serious trouble in Northern Ontario?
Minister of Transportation and Infrastructure.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The member's quite right. We do meet regularly. I meet with members of the opposition who have concerns as well as members on this side of the House, Mr. Speaker. And as I said to a question the other day, it was very evident in the discussions I had with Northern mayors that the snow, we had hail, rain and snow in sequences that were quite serious. I have shared with some of his colleagues the snow and ice reports that have come out and the weather updates. We've been very transparent about that. This was one of the most difficult winters we've had, and I look forward to continuing to work with the member opposite. We are looking at, and he knows because some of his members have been involved in those discussions, about modifications that we can make to snow removal in the north that could happen. That obviously couldn't happen in the middle of the last contract season, but I appreciate his comments and the issues he's raised, and I'm hoping that for the start of the...
Thank you. Supplementary.
Minister, the only thing that's changed is the way that you maintain these highways. Northern Ontario and the rest of this province have been under this type of weather for years. It's not as if it doesn't snow in the month of May in Northern Ontario, and it's not as if ditches don't freeze and the ministry doesn't have to unthaw them and make sure that the water runs in order to not shut down highways. The issue is MTO has lost the capacity to be able to respond to what the conditions on our highways are and to keep them open. So I'm asking you a very simple question. Will you commit to actually reviewing this system so that we don't end up in a situation every time it rains or snows somewhere in the province of Ontario?